Hey, gambling Gambinos, instead of focusing on where you're going to get your next $200, ask yourself what steps I can take today to build up my income. I know if you're young, passive income can mean, hey, going to your grandma's house and hitting up grandma for some dough. Maybe she left her purse on the counter and that's theft. Don't do that. I'm just kidding about that part. But it's not passive income. When you're not retired and your grandma's not kicking you a few $100 just because you visit her and spend some time with her, which again, don't do that. Go visit your grandma anyway. You're going to need passive income to survive at some point, period. You're going to need it now if you want to live the life that you want. See, what the education system failed to teach us in the evolution of life, and I'm not talking about fish growing human legs, I'm talking about your adult life experience, is that there's two phases to successful existence on planet Earth. There's number one, the building phase. I also call that the reaping phase. And there's the cash flow phase. And if you reap, what do? You sow. The cash flow is the sowing. And you don't get one without the other. All right now you're working, and the obstacle besides the obvious is a lot of people see the cash flow. Any extra cash flow as spending money. New toys, look at me now, gam. Don't do that. Right? That's great, but you're robbing yourself of a retirement. You're again, there's reaping and sowing. There's building, and then you have cash flow. So when you're building wealth, your goal isn't to pay taxes right now. Let's see if we could push them out into the future. That's why we have Roth accounts. That's why we have traditional IRAs. That's why we have these tools for you to start investing. And when you're getting started, you're investing for wealth, not the cash coming in right now. You want it to grow. The sowing phase comes later. The reaping phase is right now. We're building it up. We're putting it in there. We're planting our seeds. Let's talk about a strategy. I got $100 and I'm going to get started, right? I'm going to put that $100 right now, number one, into income producing stocks. I'm going to learn to invest in companies that pay me to own them. And I'm going to build that up to the point where I can rent them to other people. It's called a covered call. We're going to teach you how to do it. It's absolutely free. But what it does is it teaches you the appropriate way to view investing instead of gambling. I live in Vegas. I know what gamblers do. There's a few of them that make money. It's a very small percentage, less than 5% are going to make money. I think it's about, in the stock market, if you're trying to play the trading game, it's about 3.5% that make money if you're male, 4.5% if you're female. It's not a big percentage, about 95% plus chance you're going to lose your money. And so we're going to go where the 95% is, and we're going to try to push that as close to 100% as humanly possible. And the way we're going to do that is by investing in companies that have been consistently doing what we want them to do. And they've been doing it at least 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years already. It's a pretty good indication of what's going to go on in the future. So we're going to buy those very few companies. There's about 60 that we look at, and we will show it. Again, it's in our system and it's absolutely free. But you go in and you look at those 60. We rate them on a weekly basis. You can see what the ratings are, and you could say, this is the best one for me right now. And you can start accumulating it. You could start with as little as $100, actually less, but I would say start with $100. If you can't find $100, raid your couch, go visit your grandma. Say, Grandma, I'm going to be investing. I need $100. Grandma's probably like, thank God I'm giving you the $100 not to go buy another video game. Right? And then you put that into your investment account and you learn to invest the right way. And you do that. And you do something that's really important, and that is you take your left hand, you take your right hand, you put them on your butt cheeks, and you sit down. It's called sitting on your hands, and you just leave it alone and let them grow over time. You'll realize something magical, which is without doing anything, you're making money. Once you figure that out, the rest's up to you. It's really easy. You start realizing, wait a second, this is how you do it. They're paying me whether I do anything or not. Yep. They're going to pay me forever? Yep. Forever, ever? How about after I'm dead? Yep. They'll keep paying because they pay the shareholder. You own the share. Now you started down the right path of being a good investor. That easy.